remember when you visit North Carolina? Barbecue chicken, the great flavors and tastes of Charlotte, North Carolina. And, you know, this is a little odd to me. A chicken holding chicken? Can you do that?
He's smiling.
Nope. Yeah, I guess it's okay. The thumbs up from the chicken in victory lane.
They told him to let him eat that big biscuit.
The big biscuit. Now, NASCAR racing from Charlotte tomorrow. It's an elimination race for the Xfinity Series. That coverage beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC SN. And then Saturday on NBC at 7 o'clock. Sprint Cup Series round of 12 begins. Let's go to Mike.
And Joey Logano, a top 10 qualifying effort, but there were some moments there in round one where we weren't too sure you were going to round two. What were you thinking at that point?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing you were thinking. I turned the first run, just hitting the splitter, and we had to make some adjustments to get off of that. Once we did that, boom, it came to life. And our Pennzoil Ford is fast. We had that extra run on our tires. How much did that hurt us? I don't know. We got our car to where we were pretty good. I think we were 6th or 7th after the second round, and the driver tried to get more and maybe shouldn't have. But when you're sitting there 8th after the second round, you don't really have anything to lose. You just go for it. And I got down in turn 1 and pinned the throttle, went for it, and just started getting free and lost some speed that way. So a good recovery, but not exactly where we wanted to start. But we'll be fine. We'll be able to fight from there.
An excellent recovery, I might add. Starting 10th after some questionable moments here in round 1. So what do you feel like you have for a race car and race trim once the green flag flies on Saturday?
I think pretty good. It doesn't seem like we're going to get on the racetrack tomorrow with the way the weather is, so we made some extra laps in race trim as well as everybody else, and I thought my car drove really good in race trim, so I was excited about that. It had that feel that I need to have at Charlotte to go fast, so I was excited about that. We got 500 miles to pass 9 cars, so we'll just try to pick them off one at a time and be there at the end and try to get a win here again. It's just one of our best racetracks, and like I said, we have a fast race car again, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Definitely one of his best racetracks. In fact, this round has been pretty good for him too, Rick. You remember last year? He won all 3 races in this round.
Yeah, and every driver we've talked to continues to reference the weather. We absolutely don't want to make light of the fact that we're worried about getting a race in, where there's people in Florida right now that are worried about their houses and lives. So obviously our thoughts are with the people in Florida as Hurricane Matthew is about to make landfall there and will run up the coast. But that is on the minds of a lot of the drivers and teams, because that could potentially affect the way the weekend goes for them. As we see some of the Whelen Modifieds getting staged as they're getting ready to have a race on the quarter-mile track right here in the infield. Take a look at the starting grid. Kevin Harvick wins the pole. Alex Bowman, subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr., will start on the front row with it.
Yeah, surprisingly some non-chasers mixed in. You mentioned Alex Bowman. How about Tony Stewart in row 3 next to A.J. Allmendinger?
Yeah, great run for A.J. Allmendinger and his team. We need to see more chasers here. Sprinkling in some guys that are trying to turn their year around. Look at Danica Patrick, a really good qualifying effort in 13.
Yeah, and Roush Fenway teammates of Greg Biffle and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., both inside the top 15.
Go back a little bit further to chase drivers, nose to tail, row 9 and row 10 with Matt Kenseth, Austin Dillon, and then Brad Keselowski also in row 10 with him.
And then Mike McDowell, row 11, Duke Gucci, Todd Parrott, good job.
And then Kurt Busch was the worst of our chasers. He started in the 23rd position.
All the way back through row 20. Pete Sorensen and Josh Wise. Once again, the big topic has been, will they be able to get on the racetrack tomorrow? The weather and total uncertainty as far as what happens with Hurricane Matthew. Which team is the best prepared that we saw from practice and qualifying today?
Well, I think the jury's still out. This track was very different than what we're going to have whenever they get back on it. If they were the first cars on the racetrack, it was the middle of the day. It was pretty overcast. Kevin Harvick said his car was decent in race trim. They made some improvements. He's sitting on the pole. Truex, who's dominant in the 600, is starting 7th. So it seems like it's the same characters we've seen with speed at the mile-and-a-half tracks.
Yes, it is. But in qualifying practice, we saw Martin Truex Jr. and his team. They didn't make many laps in race trim. They feel confident. They know what they need. So the team that put the least effort into it, I believe, was the 78. That's a sign of confidence. They feel like they know what they need. I don't think it's a sign of weakness. They don't run well, it'd be a sign of weakness, but they obviously feel strong about what they can do in the race.
Starting positions for all the chase drivers. You just saw it there. The Whelen Modified Qualified's about ready to take the track, but we will go to Mecum Auto Auctions from Chicago. That's coming up next. Thanks for joining us here on NBCSN for Qualified, the Sprint Cup Series.